Hello, also welcome to the first update of gardening with Anuj. So today we are trimming Tulsi ji. We are basically cutting the flowers as they actually hamper the growth a bit, and it's a sign of that the plant is becoming a bit old. So it's better to just trim all the flowers that you can from your Tulsi plants. As you can see, these are all just fresh buds. I cut them last week, maybe 2 weeks back, and they have regrown since then. So this is my one of the three Tulsi plants that I have. This is first one, this is second one, and then there's one more. There, yeah. So I will be cutting the flowers from my one. I've already cut this much, so I'm cutting the rest now. So as you can see, it looks a bit more cleaner. So this is another plant that I have to trim the flowers for. So a basic rule of thumb, whenever you're going to use a trimmer like this, always use it with a disinfectant like a saffron spray. So I use this saffron spray to avoid infections and the spreading of diseases between the plants. It's very simple. You just spray this over your tool, over this trimmer whenever you're changing the plant. So I've already trimmed flowers of this one. So I will be spraying this trimmer with the saffron spray once more. You can get this from Instamart, Blinkit or whatever, but this is really important. Like if you're going to use share the tool between plants, always remember to spray them with this disinfectant like a saffron. So this is actually the first Tulsi plant that I had. This was given to me by my friend Lakshay. He's currently living in a different city. So he left this plant when I moved into Bangalore. And this plant only actually, I don't know, some bird or what, they took the flowers and seeds, and pollination happened. Basically, I got the other two plants for free. So I did not, purchase the other two plants which I was, trimming in the beginning. So this was the original plant that I got, and it's a bit older one as well. As you can see, like how, I don't know how you will know it's older one, but either way, this is the first plant that I had, and the other two plants which are there, the one on the left and the right on the behind, these are the ones that got basically the seeds got transferred by some birds or bees or pollinators and all that. So they helped get me the Tulsi plants. And fun fact, Tulsi plants are actually supposed to be in odd number. So I started with this one only, and the other two plants, so like in total I have three plants, are God's gift. So I will just trim the flowers of this one as well. As you can see, they are bit ready to they are ready to cut. They're ready to be cut. Beautiful, right? So yeah, so the reason to cut these flowers is, as I told you, as I told earlier as well, is that the plant senses that it's becoming old and starts to die a bit. So removing these flowers makes it rethink that it's not that old yet, something like that. So Jai Tulsi, no. So my Tulsi plants are clean now. I've removed all the flowers. Now the other thing that I'm going to do is pest control for this Dahlia plant that I have. So why is there an issue? So there are signals like when your plant is in a stress or problem. This is supposed to be a full flower, right? Like petals are missing. Not just that, if you see, right, it is having difficulty. And see this one, just three petals. Like this is an example of a healthy flower, right? So all the flowers are supposed to be something like that only. Like the top ones are fine, as you can see. The problem is generally with spider mites. So how to identify that? We just look behind the leaves and find some red dots or something like that. So this place, or I don't know if it's the problem of this place or something, there are a lot of spiders here. How you can identify is just look at this. If you are able to see red dots on behind the leaf, like there's this bit one and these weak leaves, So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spray neem oil on this. I have some hard chemicals as well, but generally the rule of thumb is to go with the organic solution first and see if that is helping or not. If that helps, so there's generally no need to harm your plant with a lot of hard chemicals. So this generally looks good, but still, I'm going to spray neem oil on it, and not just on it. The goal is to have the spray on the back of the leaves. Like this is where the insects live. This one is generally fine. So I have one more dahlia plant. So basically this plant was grown from seed. So my other dahlia plant I grew from a cutting out of it. Like this is the mother plant, so I took a cutting. By cutting I mean maybe this stem, or any healthy stem for that matter. It just had to be this long, like this long. Yeah, so basically this is the dahlia plant that is made from the cuttings, and as you can see there's a difference, right? It is the same plant. Like this plant, I took a cutting from this and I grew this, and see the blooms, right? So these are really big blooms and really beautiful, right? Multi-petal and all that. So right, this one more I guess, yeah. So that's the different, and the leaves are also a bit bigger, and it has a lot of space in between, right? Like this one is a bit congested, right? And the one that is grown from leaves is a bit spacious, and this is how actually they are supposed to be grown, by leaf cuttings and not generally by seed. But as you can see, if you had to compare, there's this flower, so beautiful, right? And then there's this. I mean, there's nothing wrong in it, but this one is really cool. And mind the towels and all that. So yeah, so this plant also seems to have an issue. How we got to know that? As you can see, just 1 second, let me focus. They are these dots, right? So basically these are the spider mites. So ideally this leaf is supposed to be all green and no red spots, right? This is fine. I'm just gonna check once again just to be sure. And the issues, when there are insects and all that, this is what happens. This causes the leaf curling and all that. Yeah, so this one has a lot of the spider mites. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray some neem oil below the leaves, right? Because that's where they live. Other than that, the plant is perfectly healthy.